you don't have to be a star baby to be on my show. You don't have to be a star to be inside the Little Hut podcast. No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Good evening to you. And of course, you are inside the Little Hut podcast. And my name is Kimberly F. Brown, better known as Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland. It's Friday evening. I know you got paid. It's 10 p.m. And of course, I want to welcome you inside the Little Hut podcast. Yes. And don't forget that the podcast is brought to you by Aletha Johnson. She's my favorite realtor. And if you're looking for a single home, commercial property, whatever the case may be, please call Ms. Johnson at 216 375 3681. The Little Hut podcast is also brought to you by New Beginnings 1111, and that's Angie Marie out of the city of Maple Heights. And of course, if you're looking for t-shirts, mugs, tumblers, give Angie a call right now at 216 395 7335 and let her know that Brown on Cleveland told you to shake her, bake her, and wake her up. Also, got to say hello to my friends over in Garfield Heights, concerned citizens. They're always hanging out with me. And then I have another sponsor, Daniel Johnson, who lives right here in the Lee Harvard area. He's the best mechanic in the community. So if you got something going on with your vehicle, reach out to Daniel Johnson on social media, on Facebook. And you better have a little change, a little change, a little change, because his services are not free. Anyway, let's get down to it because you are inside of the Little Hut podcast, and it's going to be a tad bit hot tonight. Brown on Cleveland. Listen, there's some things that are going on in the region that I find to be frackadackle jackal, full of shiggity boo hilarious. So let's go to the village of Woodmere Village. All I'm going to say is shame, 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 shame on Woodmere Village council members. You know, the other day I got a call from some people regarding a story that Ed Gallick did over at Fox TV 8. Ed Gallick had gone to the city of Woodmere to talk to the council president and some of the council members about their retreat. Now, we live in an era now where inflation is high and nobody can deny it. People can barely put food on their table. But the council members, I think it's 7 of those jokers, they went on a retreat in the city of Woodmere. And according to Ed Gallick and Peggy Gallick, they spent over $1,000 on a lunch. They were so egregious in their spending that they spent $89 on a ribeye steak. And I'm not talking about one steak that they shared. I'm talking about people really went in on taxpayers' dollars. Now, maybe if we weren't living in a time where people cannot afford food or put gas in a car, things like that, maybe this would not be such a big issue. But these jokers decided that, hey, they work hard, play hard, so they deserve a hefty, expensive meal on the citizens of Woodmere Village. Now, here's the kicker. During the time that they were having this retreat, they also had special gift bags that they gave out that cost, a pretty penny as well. Boy, I tell you, some of these elected officials, y'all better be careful about who y'all put in office. But when they were at their retreat, people were asking, well, where's Mayor Ben Hobart? Well, Mayor Ben Hobart during that time, he was at City Hall putting together care packages for the residents who are in need of a holiday meal. Hmm. So you got city council members who, I'm not going to say they don't give a crap about the residents, but it appears as such. All I'm going to say is this: a lot of you guys are still crying about the fact that Kamala Harris didn't win. The folks over in Woodmere Village, I believe, and if I'm wrong, they are damn Democrats. I'm going to say this again. So y'all are upset that Kamala Harris didn't win, but y'all are Democrats. I thought that you guys were concerned about everyday people. Hell, I don't know. Listen, Woodmere Village City Council members, y'all, that was too egregious. You guys got to have much more compassion and humility. Oh, and by the way, y'all city council president, she was very rude to the media. And I know Ben used to be a television reporter, so of course he knows how to respond to the media. But these elected officials, you guys need to go to some type of training, because if I were you, word to the wise, if I was an elected official, one person I would never get jazzy with would be a news reporter. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. Story number one. Story number two, let's go to the city of Cleveland Heights. Now, I got to laugh about this story. This story is crazy. And I wrote the story on Newsbreak. So if you follow me on Newsbreak and all of my stories and all of my investigative reports, you can find a report on Cleveland Heights. You can find the story that I posted yesterday on Newsbreak under Brown on Cleveland. Now, people are telling me that the mayor of Cleveland Heights, he acts like a dictator. Now I gotta laugh at this again, because this is the same thing y'all say about y'all president-elect Donald Trump. But I don't hear people saying that they're going to move out of Cleveland Heights or that they're going to another country, because that story is coming up. So y'all just let people do whatever the hell they want to do to y'all, as long as they're a D. That doesn't make sense to me, because wrong is wrong, abuse is abuse, misuse is misuse, plain and simple. And people being disrespectful, I don't care if they're a D, a R, a B, or W. It does not matter to me. Disrespect is disrespect, right? So they telling me that the city of Cleveland Heights, they can't even keep an administrator. They can't even keep directors. And you ask why, they say because the mayor act like a dictator. They say the mayor is so foul, and this is not me, this is what they're telling me, Brown on Cleveland. They say he's so foul that he has instructed his staff not to talk to city council members. Because if they talk to city council members, there's going to be trouble, trouble, trouble. Wait a minute. Last I checked, we're grown. We're grown people. I have yet to work for anybody who tells me who I can and cannot talk to or speak with. Y'all lost your mind. We grown. Half of y'all got kids, you got grandkids, you got great grandkids. And you guys go to a job every day where you guys are being bullied. Y'all not even making that much money for somebody to tell y'all who to talk to or not to talk to. So it's really not shame on the mayor, it's really shame on you. But the fact of the matter is this: Cleveland Heights is going to find themselves in a position where the mayor is going to be the only person working for the entire city. So y'all need to get this joker under control. Because one thing I know about elections is this: if y'all don't want them, get rid of them. You don't have to be subjected to that type of behavior. At the end of the day, understand your power. Your power is either to keep him or remove him. If y'all not feeling him, get rid of him. Brown on Cleveland. Can't tell you what to do. I don't live in the city of Cleveland Heights, so I have no dogs in the fight. Oh, and by the way, remember this. Remember when they were looking for a finance director? Y'all remember that, right? Remember we saw the plain dealer that lady from the city of Maple Heights, Tanita Tillman, that she had agreed to take a finance director's position over in the city of Cleveland Heights because she was upset about her salary in Maple Heights. So she and the mayor of Maple Heights, they had to sit down and give her a little extra change. I wouldn't have given her anything because that was a bully approach as far as I'm concerned. My opinion, don't care. But see how good God is to her? God made sure that this lady didn't make a mistake. Because I'm going to tell you something. Had she gone over to Cleveland Heights, she would be crying right now. But the good thing would have been this: Maple Heights could have gotten her for pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. But at any rate, it's not a subject right now due to the fact that, hey, she didn't go. People are leaving the city of Cleveland Heights, and the mayor and the council people are going to have to try to work out their odds and their ills in order to move the city forward. But hey, that shame on the mayor or shame on city council, not my fight. I'm just bringing things to light. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. Yes. Now, let's go to the 11th congressional district. The 11th congressional district. Now, just in case you guys don't know this, the election is over. It's over. Congresswoman Chantel Brown was able to keep her seat. She got almost 300,000 votes. Her opponent, she had two. One got about 6,000 votes. And then there was Mr. Rappaport. He got about, I don't know, 60,000 votes. But the race is over. So today, I got on Facebook, and Mr. Rappaport is my, he's my Facebook friend. No big deal. I let him be my friend. He had this post, and I don't have it in front of me, but there was a post up, something about the 11th congressional district and the Cleveland Plain Dealer not talking about the 11th congressional district, and he couldn't understand why. So he's still in the fact that, oh, woe is me, I lost. Dude, you just didn't win. It doesn't mean you lost. I mean, you just didn't win. The region decided that they wanted to keep, Chantel Brown. But the thing that's upsetting me, or it's a concern to me with Mr. Rappaport, dude, you're crying. You're grown. I'm so tired of these men crying, wearing tight pants, boo-hooing, blowing snot because things don't come out their way. It appears that he was dependent on the plain dealer to help him win. The plain dealer can't help nobody win. Hell, they can't even help themselves. And just so you know, I think I know why the plain dealer did not talk about the 11th congressional race. Because let me take you back. When Congresswoman, well, at that time she wasn't a Congresswoman, when Chantel Brown was running for the 11th congressional district the first time, her opponent was former Senator Nina Turner. The plain dealer, Elizabeth Sullivan, she loves former Senator Nina Turner. I mean, loves her. She supports her. So Chantel got badgered, punched in the head, punched in the jaw by the plain dealer, but she survived the rape. So this is my opinion. The reason why the plain dealer did not cover the 11th congressional district is because they don't like Chantel Brown. But Chantel has always won. This woman has never lost a race in her life. That's historic. But the other thing is this: the plain dealer knows better. They knows better. They know better. They're not going to start a fight with Congresswoman Chantel Brown. All of the money that this woman has brought back to her community, she's extremely visible and she is making things happen, be it that you like her or you don't. The other thing, Mr. Rappaport, that really got up under my skin, you want to talk about how you spent money with the Jewish community and how you spent money with the plain dealer. And you talked about how she didn't spend money with the Jewish community and how she didn't spend money with the plain dealer. Well, I'm a black woman. I have the Brown Report newspaper. I got the Little Hut podcast. I don't see where you spent money with black media. I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't care because people got to do what they got to do when it comes to advertising their campaigns, whatever the case may be. If you choose me, you choose me. If you don't, you don't. But don't sit up here and expect other people to do what you've done because they don't want to do it. And real talk, hell, Congresswoman Chantel Brown ain't spending money with me either. And I'm not upset about it. You make decisions as an individual. And based upon those decisions, that doesn't mean that she doesn't support, you know, people who don't look like her. That just simply means that her pocketbook just did different things. That's all I'm saying. Brown on Cleveland, Mr. Rappaport, do me a favor. Stop crying and whining because you're getting on my damn nerves. Brown, brown, brown. That darn Brown on Cleveland. And yes, yes, I said it. And last, I want to address all of these black women. Now, this is not for people who don't look like me. This is for black women because y'all done got on my damn nerves. There was an article. I think it was in the Daily News. It could have been an Independent. It could have been Heels. But there's an article about all these black women are talking about they're leaving the country because Donald Trump won. And Kamala Harris is asking, she says, so y'all leaving the country? Kamala Harris says she ain't going nowhere. She says, I'm not going anywhere. So y'all go ahead and leave the country. Donald Trump is telling y'all, you know what? Your tears are temporary. Stop being a baby. You guys are supposed to be Christian women. Christian women, you don't run from anything. Aren't you supposed to pray? God give us vessels to make things happen and to help us during the time of adversity. Y'all know better than that. And on top of that, let me go further. First of all, y'all, being black, we've been through so much, not just us, our ancestors. There's nothing that anybody can do to us that we have not already done to ourselves, number one. And every single time somebody put up an obstacle against us, we have always succeeded. We have been able to kick down doors, shatter the glass ceiling, open windows, break locks, and make things happen. So I'm going to tell y'all unintelligent people something. Y'all can go and move to another country if you want to. First of all, I need to know how you're going to make that happen. Because half of y'all don't even own a house. You're probably a renter and you can't even pay your bills, right? I mean, you can't. So how you going to go to another country? You don't even have money to buy a ticket. You don't. And no shade intended. Man, some countries don't even want you over there, but you going. The United States of America, you may not like what happened, but we're survivors. You may have wanted a different decision, but we're survivors. But I don't know nobody in a right mind who's going to uproot themselves because somebody won the office of president and now you're mad. Listen, that man not thinking about you, and the woman who lost ain't thinking about you either. You know why? Because she over in Hawaii. Right now, she's sitting on the beach, right? Drinking some coconut juice, probably got her toes out, got her sandals on, walking around, dancing to Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce. She's not thinking about you. So you go ahead and go to another country. But last I checked is this. When you go to another country, remember, women, especially women of color like us, you don't have as much freedom somewhere else as you have here. See, one thing about us being colored women, we talk too much and we real jazzy at the mouth. And those other countries don't tolerate what the US tolerate. So y'all go ahead and go over there. Go ahead and get smart, get jazzy, get locked up in jail. And when you get locked up in jail, you're going to be in hell. Don't contact Donald, you and your family, talking about you trying to come home because you went over there. But real talk, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all just talking. But y'all sound silly and stupid. Stay out the news saying stupid stuff. Even Kamala Harris looking at y'all like y'all crazy. She said, so y'all leaving the country? Listen, remember Whoopi Goldberg said that before? Color purple, right? Seeley, Seeley didn't go anywhere. She stayed on the View because she knew what she needed to do. All that talking, y'all ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't got no money. Don't nobody know y'all in another country, and they don't want you over there no way. Because some of y'all don't even clean the front of your house. You don't pick up the trash. You talk too much. You're too, no, I ain't going to say that, but you're just not motivated enough. You're not. Stay here and keep causing your mess. Don't try to go somewhere else and take that mess with you. You're not going anywhere. Stay off the news, looking silly and looking stupid. Kimberly F. Brown, I said it. You know, dry your tears. Dry your tears. You got 4 years, and then y'all can figure out, who y'all want for president. And maybe this time the Democrats will get it right. Hell, I don't know. Brown on Cleveland, listen. I'm done. I gotta go, wash my my bun. Gotta get me a fresh do before tomorrow. But at any rate, that's it for me. Enough is enough. My name is Kimberly Brown, Brown on Cleveland, inside the Little Hut podcast. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Boy, I know some of y'all can't stand my guts. But guess what? The feeling is mutual. Misery, mismanagement, and mess. Boy, but I'm always at my best. So listen, as I say each and every Friday, right? I know y'all don't like me, but real talk, I really don't care because, I don't like you either. But I tell you this though, better not talk about me because if I find out, shoot, I talk about you back. And I'll go on attack. But listen, if you need me, call me. That's all you gotta do. I'll be there for you. But at any rate, hey, remember, you don't have to be a star. Nah, you ain't got to be no star to be on my show. You don't have to be a star to be on my show. But damn it, you better be bold. But you have been inside the Little Hut podcast. And my jaws hurt because I'm cracking up inside. Brown, brown, brown. Brown, brown, brown. That down. Brown on Cleveland. See you later, Donald. No, Kamala, they not leaving the country. They just running their big ass mouth.